Abhayagiri Vihāra was a major monastery site of Mahayana and Theravada Buddhism that was situated in Anuradhapura, Sri Lanka. It is one of the most extensive ruins in the world and one of the most sacred Buddhist pilgrimage cities in the nation. Historically, it was a great monastic center as well as a royal capital, with magnificent monasteries rising to many stories, roofed with gilt bronze or tiles of burnt clay glazed in brilliant colors. To the north of the city, encircled by great walls and containing elaborate bathing ponds, carved balustrades and moonstones, stood Abhayagiri, one of 17 such religious units in Anuradhapura and the largest of its 5 major vihāras. One of the focal points of the complex is an ancient stupa, the Abhayagiri Degaba. Surrounding the humped Degaba, Abhayagiri Vihāra was a seat of the northern monastery, or Uttara Vihāra. The term Abhayagiri Vihāra means not only a complex of monastic buildings, but also a fraternity of Buddhist monks, or Sangha, which maintains its own historical records, traditions and way of life. Founded in the 2nd century BC, it had grown into an international institution by the 1st century AD, attracting scholars from all over the world and encompassing all shades of Buddhist philosophy. Its influence can be traced to other parts of the world, through branches established elsewhere. Thus, the Abhayagiri Vihāra developed as a great institution vis-à-vis the Mahavihāra and the Jitavana Buddhist monastic sects in the ancient Sri Lankan capital of Anuradhapura. King Vilagamba and Abhayagiri. It is recorded in the chronicle that Abhayagiri Degaba was established by King Vilagamba during the period of his second reign, from 8977 BC. A young Brahmin named Tissa, declared war against him. Tia was deluded by the prophecy of another Brahmin that was destined to be king. Before the arrival of Bhikkhu Mahinda, who brought Buddhism to the island, Brahmins held the highest place in society. After the establishment of the Buddhist Sangha on the island, however, they lost their supremacy, and were replaced by the Sangha. Some Brahmins converted to Buddhism, while others revolted. Tia, who enjoyed the support of his community, lived both in and outside of Sri Lanka, and was therefore very powerful. At the same time, 7 Tamil chiefs landed at Mahatha with a mighty army. Vilagamba, a good diplomat, realized that his forces were too weak to fight against both of these enemies and tried to rid himself of them by making them fight each other like palm leaf cutting itself. Citation needed. He sent a message to Tia that if he could have the kingdom, provided he managed to defeat the foreign invaders. Tia agreed, advanced with his forces to meet the Tamils, and was vanquished by them. The Tamils, elated by their success, advanced towards Anuradhapura and defeated the king, who was forced to abandon the throne and go into hiding in the mountains. As the king, defeated in battle, was fleeing Anuradhapura, a Jain priest of Giri Monastery, which had been built by King Pandukabaya near the northern gate of the city, cried out, "The great black Sinhala is fleeing." The king thereupon resolved, "If my wish, of regaining the kingdom, is fulfilled, I will build a temple here." During the Bhimini Tisa or period of famine and foreign rule which followed, Vadagamani Abhaya took refuge in the mountain region amassing troops until, after more than 14 years of exile, he marched on Anuradhapura in 89 BC and defeated the last Tamil king, Bhattaya. In fulfillment of the vow made on the day of his defeat, one of his first acts was to build the Abhayagiri Vihāra on the site of the Giri monastery. Mahatisa Thera of Kupikala was appointed its chief incumbent as a mark of gratitude for his support in the fight against the invaders. Abhayagiri thereafter became a symbol not only of religious, but also of national, resurgence, as it signaled the end of Brahmin and Jain influence in the country. According to the chronicles, the name Abhayagiri Vihāra originated from the names of King Vadagamani Abhaya and of the Giri priests who lived in the Jain monastery. However, since most ancient monasteries were built around a hillock, or giri in Sinhala, for example the Vesagiri, Megagiri or Chittagiri monasteries, it is possible that the name Abhayagiri symbolizes the monastery created by Vadagamani Abhaya after his recapture of the kingdom surrounding the hillock known as Digapasana, now inside the Abhayagiri complex.